Good morning everyone. In our last video we have learned about adaptations in plants. In this video we'll be studying about adaptations in animals. Now adaptations in animals, we will first start with the adaptations in kangaroo rat. Okay, so adaptations in kangaroo rat. Adaptations, first adaptation is it meets its water requirement by internal oxidation of its body fat. Okay, kangaroo rats are found in deserts. First of all, kangaroo rats are found in deserts. Okay, they are found in the North American deserts. As the deserts are very dry, they need more water. Okay, so what do? They meet their water requirement by internal oxidation of its body fat. Oxidation of body fat takes place, right, and water is the byproduct, and that water is being used by the kangaroo rats. Then second is they concentrate its urine. It concentrate its urine. Now when urine gets concentrated, there will be minimal volume of water which will be used to release the excretory products out of the body. Okay, so that are the adaptations in the kangaroo rats. Now let us see adaptations in desert lizards. Again, desert lizards means they are found in what? Desert, where the conditions are very dry. So they absorb heat from the sun when the body temperature drops. When the body temperature drops below the comfort zone, what do? They absorb heat from the sun. Okay, and they move into shade when the ambient temperature starts increasing. When ambient temperature means the surrounding temperature. Okay, so when the surrounding temperature becomes high or starts increasing, the desert lizards move in the shades. Whereas if the surrounding temperature is if the internal temperature drops, okay, if the internal temperature becomes very low or goes below the comfort zone, they absorb heat from the sun. So that is the first adaptation in desert lizards. The second adaptation is some species burrow into the soil and escape from the above ground heat. Okay, some of the species of desert lizards, they burrow themselves in the soil. They go deep into the soil and they escape from the above ground heat. Okay, this is the behavioral change which is being observed in the organisms. Now let us see the next slide. That is adaptations in camels. Again, camels are found in deserts. They are desert animals. Okay, so the first adaptation is they have large feet to walk on sand. They have large feet so that they can walk easily on the sand. Second adaptation is they have bushy eyelashes. So because of bushy eyelashes, there will be prevention of soil entry in the eyes. In the eyes, the soil will not enter because of bushy eyes. Third is they have hump which stores water. Okay, in the hump, camels can store water and that water can be used by the camels when it is needed. The fourth adaptation is they conserve water. They save water in their body. In the hump, they save water or they store water. The fifth adaptation is they have thick coat on their body. They have thick coat which helps to overcome cold nights in deserts. Okay, in deserts the days are very hot and the nights are very cold, right? So the camels have the thick coat on their body so that they can survive in the cold nights in the deserts. So these are different adaptations in chemicals. Now let's see the next slide. Okay, next slide consists of adaptations in polar bears. Polar bears, the first adaptation is they have thick fur. Okay, the thick fur produces the insulation. Okay, because of the thick fur, the insulation is being produced. Because of that, they can survive in the cold weather. The second adaptation is they are white in color. They are white in color so that they can catch the prey. Okay, they are white in color and their surrounding is the snow, which is again white. Okay, so in the white background, the polar bears cannot be seen. As they cannot be seen, they can easily catch their prey. Their prey cannot identify the polar bears and the polar bears can catch the prey. The third adaptation is fat layer under the skin. Polar bears have fat layer under the skin and this fat layer again produces the insulation. It acts as insulator. Okay, and because of that the polar bears can survive in the cold climate. Fourth adaptation is they have wide and large paws. They have wide and large paws to catch the prey. To catch their prey. Then fifth adaptation is they have strong ability to smell to catch the prey. Their ability of smelling is very strong, means they can come to know whether the prey is present in their surrounding with the help of smell. Okay. Then sixth adaptation is they have small ears and limbs to prevent heat loss. They have small ears, their ears are small and their limbs are also small so that the heat loss can be prevented. Okay, this is called Allen's rule. This is called Allen's rule. Means they have small ears and small limbs so that the heat loss can be prevented. And the seventh adaptation is they have sharp teeth to eat other animals. Their teeth are very sharp with which they can eat the other animals or they can eat their prey. Right? Now the next topic is adaptation in seals. Again, seals are the mammals which are found in the colder climates. Okay, so the adaptation is they have thick layer of fat. They have thick layer of fat which is called bubbler below their skin that acts as insulator and reduces the loss of body heat. Okay, so fat layer is there under the skin which is called bubbler, and due to this fat layer the heat loss from the body can be prevented. Why? Because the fat layer acts as the insulator. Okay. Now the next adaptation is adaptation at high altitudes in human beings. Okay, high altitudes in human beings. At high altitude places like Rohtang Pass near Manali and Mansarovar in China, people suffer from altitude sickness. And due to altitude sickness, what are the symptoms? Symptoms include nausea, fatigue and heart palpitations. This is because at low atmospheric pressure of the high altitude, body does not get enough oxygen. Okay, at the high altitude, the atmospheric pressure is very low. As a result, the body does not get enough oxygen, and this relief occurs because of acclimatization. And the body copes up with this low oxygen stress by different behavioral changes. Behavioral changes we would not say, with the physiological changes, that is the first one is increases the red blood cells. The red blood cells production will increase. Okay, there will be decreasing by the binding affinity of hemoglobin. The binding affinity of hemoglobin towards the oxygen will decrease, and as a result there will be partial pressure difference in the oxygen between the tissues and the blood, and as a result the oxygen will be provided to the blood. It will be provided to the tissues. Okay, and the third one is increasing the breathing rate. The human beings increase the breathing rate. As a result, more oxygen will be taken inside the body, and the human beings can survive. They can adapt themselves at the high altitudes. Right? I hope you have understood adaptations in animals, and this is all for this video. In our next video, we'll be starting with a new topic, and that is population. We have already studied about the definition. We'll continue with the attributes of population and other criterias in the topic population. Thank you.